from Meow Royale Art, a kitty-focused artist-owned brand. Today we are going to Fredericksburg Comic-Con, which is in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I kind of took a little bit of a long break vlogging because I was just kind of burnt out. And then so I didn't vlog MomoCon, I didn't vlog any of my outdoor markets that I did, but those all went really well in May. And then June, I was busy because I was on vacation. So this is gonna be my first vlog back, but Fredericksburg is around like an hour away from me. So this con is just kind of like a small little con back from my vacation kind of con. I did this convention last year and it was like just a small con, I'll say. So my expectations are pretty like low, just regular. But this is my first con since MomoCon, which was like way back at the end of May, and it is mid-July right now. I did do some outdoor markets in between that, but it's nice to go back to a convention where there's air conditioning and I don't have to be sweating setting up a tent and all that stuff, because that was definitely a struggle. But yeah, super excited to see how today goes. So found our table. Apparently it's like first come first serve though, because there's no like table assignments. It's just like when you come, they'll like line you up to the next table. So this whole row is like empty so far because that's like the last row they're gonna fill up, I guess. But here, kind of like close to the vendors, so not like a bad spot. But time to set up. So we are all set up. It took a while because I haven't done my setup in a while, but I have a new sign. I didn't test out the sign at all, so I didn't know how many clips to use. It took up like 6 clips because it's made of cardboard, but it's super cute. And then I have a few new things. One of them is these acrylic carabiners. So they're meant to hold like trinkets and keychains and stuff, and they can go in like your tote bag or like your handbag. It's just for all those like trinket hoarders. They're super cute. I really love how they turned out. And then I have apothecary diaries, cats, in keychain form, and of course sticker form. So we have Mau Mau and Jinxie. Super happy about those. But hopefully today goes well. I'm super tired because, I don't know, when am I not tired? But, oh yeah, and then there's also a new spam sticker. It's meow. And then there's also the matching keychain for it as well. Yay! So it is 10:30, so it's been about 30 minutes since the con started and we have made our first sale. I accidentally caused some confusion because I mislabeled like the bins. They were like asking for like A29, and then all my bins were labeled like A22, A21. I was like looking at them as like, am I dumb? Like, did I not have an A29? Or are they reading it wrong? But on the board, it has A28, A29. But in my bins, I did not have that, so that was my bad. But I figured that out, and we are relabeling the bins. I forgot that I relabeled some of the stuff on the boards because I accidentally had like multiples of the same number for some reason. I don't know. I'm just a mess. But I have some caffeine in me, so we are ready to roll for today. I don't know if this is like the best system. So I have my like lights. I'm trying out lights for the first time, so I have my lights like attached here. They're just connected to a battery pack like down here. Maybe I could make like a little shelf like up there to put a battery pack for them, but I don't know. I guess it's okay for now. I keep adding more and more things to my display, and it's like it keeps taking longer and longer for me to set up. Like even though I had like David's help today, it still took like almost like an hour and a half to set up. But I was like a little bit out of practice because I haven't done a convention in like a month. So maybe that was why I was a little slow. And then I also was trying to figure out how to display the carabiners. Like I was like fiddling with that a lot, but overall we made it in time. We sold our first carabiner. This is the first one I ever sold. They bought the cat one, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, these carabiners essentially just like are meant to hold like trinkets and stuff. So there's little holes here, and you can use them for whatever you like. It's really good for like tote bags and stuff. Almost 11, so it's been about an hour since it opened. It's going all right. It's like about what I expected, which is hopefully it will pick up more as the day goes. It's Snoopy! I got this shirt from Target. It's so cute. I was like, the Environment David Snoopy! So cute. I got katsu sandos for lunch. Those are like fat chicken katsus I made, so it's like half a chicken katsu in each one. But yay! And then also Capri Sun. Yeah, it's gonna be cash or card. Yeah. So 1 carabiner, 1 keychain, 1 sticker. Your total's gonna be $32.64 with tax. And you can tap your bid. And all good. Adjust. Take your die. Here you go. Thank you. So it's 2:30. The con goes from 10 to 4:30. So it's a pretty short con, which is really nice because I could just get to go home like pretty early. I've made table back and then some, so that's always good, but definitely not like a crazy busy con or anything. There's like a decent amount of people. I walked around and like took a look around and did my laps, and there's definitely like a decent amount of people, but the convention itself is just a pretty small like local con. It's pretty like bare bones. Like they have a stage for the cosplay contest, but there's no panels or anything like that. They have like the celebrities in the back, and then the artist alley in the middle, and then the vendors in the front. So you can pretty much walk through it in like an hour or two. I live close by, so it's definitely not like a big commitment to come to this convention. And it's also just one day, and the hours are pretty short, so it's whatever. I definitely wouldn't like travel for this convention at all, but it is kind of like sweltering in here. Like I'm really lucky I brought these like neck fans. I got them from Costco in like a 2-pack. They're on sale, so that was really nice. They're such a godsend for like outdoor markets and stuff. I brought them because I thought load-in would be really hot, but turns out the convention itself is just really hot because I don't even think the AC is on, to be honest. Or maybe it's like barely on and like all the people are making this room really hot. But you can see like everyone's walking around, they're like fanning themselves. It's kind of sweltering. But I think it's going about the same as last year, I would say. I'll definitely do a comparison from last year to this year if you're interested in that at the end of the video. But so far it's just like a pretty okay con. nothing to write home about, but definitely not bad if you're close by or local. We're pretty much almost done. It ends at 4:30 and 4:07, and I basically haven't made a sale in the past like hour almost, so I think it's time to wrap it up. It's definitely I think I was pretty positive about it, but it definitely really slowed down towards the end. So I would say this was like a little bit worse than last year. I'll definitely like give you a comparison of all the numbers at the end. But I think these days, like I'm happy to make any kind of money, and this was really like a low like time investment convention. It wasn't too like stressful to be here, so it's all good. I sold like a few carabiners, which I was pretty happy about. I'm still not like 100% about this display. Like maybe I'll do like a photo of the tote bag and then just have them displayed like maybe on a wire grid. I don't know. But I think this helps like people understand like their main purpose, so like what the holes are for and all that. I sold one shirt and yeah, definitely pretty slow and chill, but that's all good. It's definitely kind of like clearing out. There's not too many people around. There's still like a few people, but definitely when the cosplay contest started, it definitely petered out a bit, but it's all good. So that is a wrap on Fredericksburg Comic Con, and here I'm going to go over my thoughts and numbers. So overall, it was a pretty uneventful con. Like nothing really crazy happened. It was just a little sweaty. I don't know, that air conditioning, I don't think it was on. But I still think it's important to vlog these cons that are small and local, and even if nothing really happens, just because I feel like YouTube is the most accessible platform for people to look up Artist Alley information about cons. Like there's lots of Discords and Facebook groups, but like I feel like when you're just starting out, you really don't know about those things, and like the easiest thing is to Google on YouTube or whatever. So when you're just starting out, you really don't know like which cons to do. Like I think if you know about cons, you already know like the big ones are gonna be good. So of course you already know Anime Expo is gonna be good, Otacon's gonna be good, Anime Central. Like of course people who do Artist Alley are gonna do well at the big cons, right? But when you're just starting out, you're probably gonna do small cons first, small local cons like Fredericksburg Comic Con. And I know when I was just starting out, like it was kind of hard to find information about like these smaller local cons in my area. So I feel like I'm just trying to put out the information that I wanted to know when I was just starting out, like how's the con, if the showrunners are not sussy, if they're not like scamming people out there, you know what I mean. But yeah, this con went pretty smoothly. Nothing crazy really happened. The sales were a bit, but you know, I can't really complain because pretty much my only cost was the table cost and then my time. So I think the only thing of note is that they didn't really tell us that it was going to be first come first serve for the tables. I feel like every other con I've done with this showrunner, they've assigned us tables before we came in. So I was kind of surprised it was first come first serve, but I don't think it was too big of an issue because the convention was pretty small. So like any attendee would probably walk through the entire convention center. So your spot didn't matter too much, but I would say that if you requested a spot like close to the bathroom, away from the stage, away from the gaming, like you wouldn't get that because they just put in people whenever they came in. So I don't know about that, but otherwise it wasn't too bad. I'll say these cons kind of only appeal to like the local people. So like because I did this con 2 years in a row, I feel like most people have already seen most of my stuff, and so that definitely affected my sales a little bit, but that's just how it is being a local. So let's go over my numbers. In 2024, I made $390 in card, $235 in cash, and then $157 in Venmo for a total revenue of $782. The table cost was $95, so my total profit was $687, which is like not bad for a one-day show. And also the hours are pretty like nice, I'll say that. Like it only went from 10 to 4:30. So like some cons, they be going till 7, 8, and you're just there forever. But for that amount of time, I definitely think it's pretty chill. So that's something also for you to consider. In 2025, this year, I made $438 in card, $110 in cash, $29 on Venmo, and my total revenue was $577. But the table cost did raise by $5. Oof. So my total profit was $477, which is a bit on the lower side for me for a one-day event. But you know, I think any money I get these days, especially in this economy, I'll be grateful for. It was definitely like a low time commitment, low travel commitment con for me, so I can't really complain about it too much. But yeah, definitely I would not travel for this con if you need a hotel or anything like that. If you're local, like within like an hour and a half distance, I don't think it's too bad. I think maybe it's worth a try for you. And if you're a beginner, like I definitely think it's a decent con since the table cost is relatively pretty low compared to the table costs at most conventions. So it's definitely a good con to like dip your feet into Artist Alley with. They do also have a anime version of this con in the fall that I've done before, and I've done pretty much like around the same as, to be honest. So that's also a good option if you're a beginner in the area. I also did a vlog on that one a few years ago. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you found this video helpful, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.